light come from?
Yeah, the sun's in just the wrong spot at the moment.
There we go.
Perfect.
Right.
So,
we're gonna start on Instagram. All right. Is that light gonna be really bad?
I don't know what we do about it.
I love that it showed up instantly. Guys, we've like had this set up for like the last hour, and then all of a sudden sun pops into my window.
It'll be short-lived.
All right. I think we're live on Instagram.
Perfect.
Guys, this is like the worst thing for me because I hate streaming on multiple platforms. It's very unsettling to me. So
lots can go wrong.
Well, we're glad everyone's here.
Yeah, we're so glad you could join us tonight. We are going to talk to you today about our 11th anniversary celebration. We are going to have sales all month long. So we are currently running a sale. It is our kickoff sale, and most items are between 25 and 70% off. Our sale goes through tomorrow night at midnight Eastern Standard Time, I believe.
Yes.
And so it's 25% off most of our human hair products, which is one of the higher value sales that we offer. So now's a great time to hop on and place those orders.
Yeah, so we're super excited. Just like Bethany said, we're celebrating all month long. There's a lot of things going on our website, on our social media accounts, so hop on and check those out. We are doing something fun for the live stream today because normally we offer like a fun little discount code for watching, but because we have so many like amazing sales right now, we can't really beat those.
Right. It's as good as it gets.
Yeah. So we do have we have 3 gifts actually. They're all the same. So when we did our pop-up event in Utah, we created these little swag bags, and we have, a few different companies that donated stuff, and we created these really cool swag bags, but we have extras, and so we decided it would be fun to give them away here. So it's really simple. All you have to do is comment your email address, and you do have to have a UniWigs account, so if you don't have that, it's free. You just sign up, create an account.
Super
and then
easy.
Once you put that in, we're going to announce 3 winners at the end of the live, and we'll just ship these to you, and you'll get all these fun little goodies.
Yeah. So to be clear, what you're going to do is you're just going to enter your email address in the feed comment on one of the platforms where we're streaming, and then by the time we're done, we'll announce those winners and get these items shipped out to our 3 winners. Also tonight, you can earn 500 loyalty points when you place your next order by commenting live when you submit the order. So there's a little note section where you can add some notes. Go ahead and enter the word live, and you'll get an additional 500 loyalty points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we forgot to introduce ourselves.
That's what I was just going to say. All right, so I'm Brenna. I do a lot of random things for UniWigs. I do the consultation calls for toppers. I do some of our marketing stuff. I do videos. I'll be at all the live events. So I'm kind of a mix of things.
So there's all kinds of stuff. I'm Bethany. I'm customer service. So if you've hopped on live chat or called in or emailed, we've probably connected at some point. And we're glad you're here, both to our old customers that have been with us for many, many years, and also to our new customers. We're excited to have you and to show you the amazing products and selection and variety of what UniWigs produces. So we're glad that you're here. Really quick, let's show them the bag and the brush, the UniWigs items. They're pretty cool.
So this is the gift that you'll get. So you'll get a little makeup bag with our brand name on it. There's a brush that comes in it with UniWigs.
Yeah,
very cute.
We feel pretty fancy. They're awesome.
Yeah.
So
and then
a couple of other cool things.
Some fun comfy socks from an amazing brand, a cute little crossover bag. There's some really fun stuff in there.
Yeah.
So it's worth it to just type in your email address.
All things that we love, because when we did this live event, we contacted some awesome local companies here in Utah, things that she and I have both purchased in the past and use, and they were so generous. So we're excited to share our favorites with you.
Look at this sweet comment. Hi, Bethany, you're a customer service rep. Thanks for all you do.
Aww, so
Bethany
happy to help.
The best. Anytime someone is, needing help and I get to say, you can talk to my best friend, Bethany. She'll help you out. I love it because I know that she's awesome.
Well, and when people say thanks for your help, I'm genuinely happy to help. It's awesome to be able to support this community, to answer questions. you know, as Brenna and I have gotten more familiar with the products, we have come to understand how overwhelming it might be for first-time buyers, for people who are just newly experiencing hair loss, thinning, or even really just wanting to try different things with wigs. We know how overwhelming it can be, and so we're so happy to be able to share what we've learned with you and help you to really understand the products available.
Yeah, I love that because we were both extremely overwhelmed learning all this stuff just to become a UniWigs team member. And I can't imagine trying to learn all of this stuff while suffering through something so hard. So I really feel for people because when they're trying to learn all these different terms, it's just a lot. So
it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, so you can sit and chat with Bethany on live chat. You can do a consultation with me, and it's kind of like a mini therapy session. We kind of work through all the things, and we're there for you. And yeah, we love that part of our job to be able to help people.
We really do. And you guys are awesome. We thoroughly enjoy getting to work with you, getting to know you, you know, chatting about your lives and what products work for you. Our favorite thing ever is when you send us your after photos showing us how you've styled the piece and how beautiful you look, simply in that you look happy and confident. And so anytime you take a photo in your piece and feel beautiful, please send it to us. You can email it to us at support@uniwigs.com. You can send it to us on live chat. We won't share it without your permission, so don't feel like by sending it we're going to put it on any of our feeds. We as a team just really love to see those successes that you experience. So share all that good stuff with us. We'd love it.
Yeah, we are getting a few comments on Instagram that I want to address. So one said, I just made my first ever purchase a few days ago. Can I go back and add live to get loyalty points? We're going to have to check on that, and Bethany will make sure that we get that figured out.
Yeah, send us an email. Yeah. Send us an email, and we'll look into that and see if we can honor it.
That you were, you know, on the live stream and that you wanted to get those. And then trying to purchase my first human hair wig, and I'm a mess. Everyone is a mess when they're trying to purchase their first ones.
Yes.
Schedule a consultation with our wig specialist, which is Melissa. She's amazing. She wears wigs, and she will help you out, and you can do that on the website.
Yeah.
So those are really great to take advantage of our free consultations. I think that is the questions for now.
Perfect.
Anyways.
Great. So we're not sure we're live on Facebook.
Okay.
They're not sure they see us. So Brenna's going to look into that. And then you can see here while she's figuring that out, behind us we have all of the products that we're going to talk about tonight. So this top row here is going to be the topper collection that we talk about. And then this bottom row are going to be the wigs that we talk about and address. And so fun challenge. I want you to look and see if you guys can figure out, any of you who are familiar with our product line can see if you can identify any of what they are. Brenna and I love to challenge each other and say, okay, well, what is SKU PM1801? Because there's lots to learn, but also lots of beautiful pieces. So while she's figuring that out, I'm going to go ahead. We were going to talk about our silk collection first, but I think we'll go ahead and talk about the monofilament toppers. Is that okay with you, Brenna?
Yeah.
While you figure this out?
Yeah, I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to get on.
Perfect. No, isn't that it? Nope, different one.
That's the old one.
Okay. All right. She'll figure that out. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start with these toppers. So this first piece, this is pretty new to our collection. Many of you have probably seen it, whether it's on YouTube or just on our homepage. It's kind of all the rage because it's really hard to find human hair pieces that are made with a gray or a salt and pepper color. And that's because it can be really difficult to achieve such a light color on human hair. And our awesome production team has done just that, as you can see. And so we call this our short gray topper. And this is a fully hand-tied piece. I'm going to tell you the SKU number. If you want to write it down so you can find it easily on our website, go for it. If not, you don't need to, you know, that's just fine. So the SKU on this one is PM2236. The color is 705 silver gray. And this is a 6-inch piece. As you can see, it's shorter hair. And so it's 6 inches, and the density is 110%. And that means that it is slightly lower density than average on an average head of hair. And that's because most women who have gray hair have noticed probably naturally some thinning, and we don't want to provide a piece that's going to look too heavy. So this is a low density piece. That being said, just like anything else, it can be customized with a higher density if you feel like you need more hair. I'm going to show you the inside of this cap. This one measures 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches, and this is a fully hand-tied piece. So as you can see in here, there's no machine wefting. The entire thing is made of monofilament, and all of the hairs are tied directly into it. That makes this piece really great for bonding to your scalp, should you choose to, if you have bald areas where you can glue or tape it down. It also has this nice PU edging that helps with grip. And it, as you can see, it is a lace front, so it can help to bring your hairline forward should you have a little bit of a receding hairline. So again, this is our short gray piece. It's 110% density. It's fully hand tied. And for those of you looking at this who are sporting shorter hairstyles, I also want to tell you that we can customize this in any of our colors. So if you have, a brunette, or if you have a blonde hair, we can always make this piece for you in blonde or any color that you want. So again, short gray, she is beautiful, and we love that we've been able to add her to our collection to help women who have are transitioning to that beautiful gray stage.
Okay, I do think I got it figured out. So we are live on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you missed the beginning. Sorry
About that.
So we're jumping into our products now.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to move on to our next monofilament piece. This is our brand new, just released this week, Upgrade Courtney. Now, when I saw the piece, I literally messaged our team and was like, wait, I think something's wrong. This is priced so low, but it has all of these beautiful aspects to it. I think something's wrong. We need to fix it before we start selling them. And so many of you are probably already familiar with the Courtney. The Courtney is a 7 by 8 inch cap with a stationary part. This is a 7 by 8 inch cap. However, we have upgraded it in that there is now this flexible parting option. So instead of being stationary and being stuck on the left or the center, you can move it around. In addition, this particular Upgrade Courtney line is made with a Burmese hair. This is slightly different than the Asian hair used on the other Courtneys. Brenna and I personally think it's an improvement because when washed and air dried, it will dry with a little bit of a wave to it, which makes it look and feel more voluminous. So we actually love that aspect. So this particular piece is in our new color, the 626R Vanilla Butter Blonde. This one is 16 inches long, absolutely beautiful. And the other difference with the Upgrade Courtney is that it has face framing layers. Many of you have reached out this week to ask what it means by having layers, and that simply means that we have created the front layers. And just for reference, when we say that it has face framing layers, that means that we start to cut layers at about the 7-inch mark and then taper it off so that it frames your face nicely.
You can kind of see.
Yeah, that nice
shorter,
taper. Yeah, so again, this is the Upgrade Courtney. This is the 626R Vanilla Butter Blonde, 16 inches, 130% density. It has that free part where you can move the parting line around, and it has those pre-cut layers, and the price point is amazing. Even though it's a brand new release this week, it's also eligible for the 25% off. So for any of you who have been thinking about the Courtney, this is, most of the colors are ready to ship, and it is beautiful.
Yeah, and I love this piece because it's so thin. It's just so easy for people to blend.
Yeah.
Like for me, I have thin hair that sits really flat, and so if I have a thick topper on top, it's just going to show.
Yeah.
But this is a really, I don't know, I just love this base.
It's a great one. And a lot of people think, oh, it has wefting. Truth be told, this wefting sits so nice and naturally and cups your head that, again, even though some might say, oh, it's got wefting, Brenna and I think it's kind of a draw. We love that about it. So Upgrade Courtney, absolutely beautiful, available on the site now. It's PM2303. All right. All right, here we have another piece. This one was just dropped a couple of months ago. This is our Melanie Bob. And so many of you have probably seen the Melanie, which is an 8.5 by 9 inch monofilament cap with 130% density. This is just a piece that has already been cut and shaped to be a beautiful bob style. It also has these nice wispy bangs up front and some slightly layered pieces. The cap on this one has a flexible parting option.
So yeah, I think people too, like, so some of the pictures on our website, it's parted down the middle, they're curled, and it looks beautiful. And it looks beautiful to the side too, but it will come on the side. So don't stress about that. You just wet it, fix the part if you want a middle part, and then kind of curl those bangs back so you have those little curtain bangs.
Yeah. So one of the things that's so great about these flexible parting options is that you can match it to whatever your hairline is, wherever your natural part line sits. And again, like Brenna said, sometimes you pull it out of the box and you're like, oh, there's no way I can change that parting line. It's actually quite simple. Mm-hmm. I think the trick is to get it really wet, not just a little bit wet, but really wet, so that you can, as you're retraining the hair, the weight of the water too will kind of help to reshape it. Mm-hmm. So this is our Melanie Bob PM2301. This beautiful color is 223R, which is our mousse brown. And then to kind of help you understand our color wheel, the 223R base is actually our 210 truffle brown, and then we've just woven in blonde highlights, and that really lightens the overall color. Mm-hmm. And so it's absolutely beautiful, looks very natural.
So much dimension.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. And so Melanie Bob, this is 223R. It's 11 inches long, and it's 130% density. And this piece is also 25% off right now. And then what Brenna has now is the truffle brown. So just for comparison purposes, this is truffle brown. This is mousse brown.
So you can see the blonde highlights in there.
Yep. Not a huge difference, but enough to kind of add dimension and honestly make it a little bit easier to blend, because your hair doesn't have to be a solid color for it to blend nicely. Thanks. Perfect. Okay, we're going to move on to our last monofilament piece. This is our Ada. Now, I like to tell people that the Ada is very similar to the Melanie, but it has the addition of the lace front. Now, the lace front, again, and we've said this before, and we're going to say it 100 times, the lace front is wonderful for people who have a receding hairline, who have a really thinning hairline, in that it will allow you to kind of bring your hairline forward or create that new hairline. People will say to me, what do you mean the lace front's invisible? It's going to look so stupid. Well, obviously you don't wear it like this. You're going to cut it back. And until you've done it, it might sound really intimidating, really scary, and you think, no way, I'm not cutting it. I don't trust myself. Truth be told, it's very simple. There's a very natural line where the hair is sewn in, and you're going to trim it just beyond where the hair is. So there's a tiny bit of lace left. And then you're going to use, if you want to, a little bit of glue or tape to just secure that lace front to your scalp to prevent it from moving or slipping. So it's a phenomenal piece. This again is the Ada. It's PM2217. This is the truffle brown color, 210. It's 16 inches long, and it's 130% density. The cap is 8.5 inches by 9 inches with that flexible parting option, and then the machine wefting along the sides and back.
And yeah, and the amazing thing about Ada is she has the really wide lace front. So our Claire is smaller, it's only to here. So if you're having trouble with your hairline all the way down to here,
to your temples,
is the one that you need.
And anytime, if you're someone who likes to comb your hair back fully, or if you like to pull it back, these wider lace fronts make that more seamless. So you can make it look more natural and feel more comfortable. And so again, this is our Ada. It's absolutely beautiful. This is a great piece for somebody who is in moderate to late stage hair loss, because there's so much hair to it. 8.5 by 9 inches with 130% density. So that's our Ada. Perfect. Do you want to go over the silk, and then we can talk about the patches?
Yeah, so I'm going to go over the silk toppers. There are pros and cons to both mono tops and to silk tops, and I wish there wasn't. I wish I could just say they're all perfect and everyone's going to love every single one of them, but really we have people that love a mono top and only want a mono top, and then we have people that will only use silk. So these are the silk ones we're going to go over. So definitely a pro with a silk top is that they will have the most realistic part line. So
let's show them the silk compared to mono.
Yeah.
Not because one is necessarily better, because these mono parts can be made to look really natural.
Yeah. But I always tell my consultation clients that if you are just focusing on the part line for these two, 100% of the time you're going to pick a silk. It's just that simple. But there are more things to consider than just the part.
Right. For instance, the silk is a little thicker, so it's a little warmer. So if somebody lives in Florida, we're not going to recommend a silk top for the summer months, but you could absolutely get away with it in the cooler months. So this is what the monofilament parting line looks like. And this
she
is the
has
silk.
her finger under that.
Yeah.
See, I don't.
Yep. And so this, we tell people too, it might look unnatural when you're first glancing at it, but a little bit of concealer, a little bit of scalp tape, and you can make this baby look just as natural. Mm-hmm. Plus it's super breathable because it's like a lace-like fabric. Yeah. And so this is an optimal piece for people who overheat quickly or who live in warm climates. I'll shut up.
No, you're good. So someone did ask if we have the medical cap. We will be going over medical caps in our when we go over the wigs. But this is Amber, so PS1701. She's a silk top 6x6. So this is one of our smaller silk tops. This color is, again, the truffle brown. And it's beautiful. I love this color. But this is I'll always call this the U section when we're talking in our consultations. Anywhere in here is free parting. Again, like Bethany said, a lot of times silk toppers are a little bit thicker, can be a little bit hotter. Sometimes beginners will have a harder time blending them, but like I'm holding them, we just held them side by side, and it's not a crazy amount thicker. It really isn't. And honestly, there are people that wear these in hotter areas and have no issues.
Yep.
So that is just, I like to bring up the pros and cons and what people like. But again, people love the part line. I mean, you can see how realistic that looks. It looks like it's growing out of the head. This is the Amber again. It comes with 5 clips, and it has a good section where you can do a right part, a left part, a center part. And again, it's our smallest silk top.
Yep. All right, I'll clip it and you can move on to the next. Yeah.
Okay, and then this one is Top Secret. She's one of our new silk tops. She's a 6.5 by 7, so slightly bigger than Amber. This cap is slightly thicker, but still, it's totally fine.
Right. I mean, like we say thicker, but like it's not thick.
Yeah. No, but I just like people to understand that when they're getting their first topper, or if they have really fine, thin hair, they may struggle just getting used to a silk top and making it work. It does not mean it can't be done. I work with people who, like stylists, who only sell silk tops and have no issues with it.
Sometimes we joke that once somebody has graduated to silk tops and they've mastered how to wear toppers, that they never go back because they look so natural. It just takes a little bit more work and finesse to kind of get it to sit naturally. But once you've figured it out, you will love it.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, I'm going to address this question. Somebody said, do you have toppers with bangs? We do offer a couple of toppers on the site with bangs, but a really important fact to understand is that bangs can be cut into almost any of these. The exception is going to be something with a stationary part like the Courtney or the Ara. Other than those two, you can have bangs cut in by a stylist once you receive the piece. Mm-hmm. Now, we could do it,
but we don't recommend it.
Right. And that's because foreheads are different. And so even if we were to cut the same bangs on every topper, it is going to look incredibly different on different face shapes. And so we recommend purchasing a piece that has the ability to have bangs and then taking it to a stylist in your area to have those bangs cut in while you're wearing the topper.
Yeah, and I like to bring up too that the other big reason why I don't recommend to have us do it is not because we're not good at it, but like Bethany already said, you're gonna have to customize it anyways. But also it makes it so it's not eligible for return. So especially if this is your first topper, get a piece that you want and get the color you want, and then we figure out if you like it for sure, and then once you decide, yep, this is the piece, then take it and get it cut.
Yep. And if you live in a remote area and can't find a stylist, you could always send it back to us and we could cut bangs into it after the fact. It's not ideal because it's going to take a couple of weeks because we have to send it to our salon, and you're going to have to pay shipping, but just know that's always an option too. We can always cut bangs into it after you've decided it's the right piece for you.
Yeah, and there are also incredible stylists that will take remote work.
Yeah.
And you can hop on a live with them and figure out measurements, and so there's a lot of ways to get what you need. But yeah, so this is the Top Secret. Again, it's one of our newer ones. It's PS2301, the SKU is, and this is the Vanilla Butter Blonde again. I love this color. It's
We love it.
so natural and beautiful. I love it. I mean, I have to love it, right? My gosh. But anyways, so it's a 6.5 by 7. It has some layers cut into it. This one is with the Burmese hair, which, like Bethany already stated,
we love.
Yeah, I mean, I perm my hair because I want Burmese hair, apparently. So
we'll show you too at the end of the live the difference between Burmese hair when it's straightened and Burmese hair when we just let it air dry, because we ourselves are fascinated by the difference and what it's capable of doing.
Yeah, it's just... And even when you straighten it, like people get a little worried, oh, well, I want my hair straight or I want to be able to curl it. You can straighten and curl the Burmese hair. But when it's straightened, it just is thicker. It has more volume to it. And that's exactly why I perm my hair. So when I straighten my hair even, it looks fuller.
Yep.
So yeah, so we love the Burmese hair. And this is one of our silk tops that has the Burmese hair. Again, a 6.5 inch by 7 inch.
Also
so
a great
size.
Price point, given the size and the amount of hair and the fact that it's a silk top. I think they start at $4.99.
And it's 25% off.
Yep.
Through tomorrow. So
yeah, and lots of beautiful color choices. This is one of our only silk tops that come in the beautiful light blonde colors.
I love this one. And this specific one is 16 inch and again 130% density.
Yep. All right, here's our Aura.
All right.
This is one of our top sellers, long-standing, beautiful pieces.
Yes, everybody loves our Aura topper. So last year she was our bestseller. I wouldn't be surprised if she is our bestseller again. We have added a few to the lineup that are getting close, I think. This is a lower density piece. The cap is also thin. We call this one a skin part. It's kind of a little bit plasticky. I hate the word plastic because people freak out.
Because you get this kind of brittle expectation. It's not that kind of plastic.
I'm moving it, but you can hear it more than like a silk top or a mono top. So that's why I kind of like to use the word plastic. Again, it has the beautiful part line like a silk does. The price point on this one is incredible.
It is. It starts at $2.99.
Mm-hmm. And this is like I said, a lower density piece. So it's 110% density. It's a 7.5 inch by 7.5 inch base. Again, the Burmese hair. I love this density because I feel like people that already had thin hair, when they get a higher density piece, they get it and they're like, this is more hair than I've ever had in my life. I'm not wearing this. So this piece, it's just like the perfect amount of coverage without feeling like I added double the amount of hair. So I do love this piece. And it is a larger cap, so it covers in the back. Again, it's beautiful. You'll see before and afters on our website, and you can see that it looks a little different. We always want to remind people that these are meant to be taken to your stylist to be customized to you. So when you see those before and afters on our website, they've taken it into a stylist. They've cut it, they've customized it. And you want that, right? You don't want to get some generic piece that you plop on your head and go. You want it to look like you. And so it's meant to be taken to your stylist to be made to look like you.
Now, when Brenna and I a couple of months ago had a piece that we wanted to get cut and styled, we called around to salons and found somebody who had worked with extensions in the past. She'd never worked with toppers or wigs, but she said, well, I've done extensions. I'm willing to look at it. So we brought the piece in, put it on, and she did a beautiful job. And so it's a risk to just kind of hand it over to somebody.
They know what they're doing.
Yep.
Just make sure that they cut your hair first to whatever length you want it. Then they put it on your head and cut it dry. Those are simple things that people think, oh, that makes sense. But you might have to hold their hand a little bit. But it's more because they haven't worked with a topper and they're scared of ruining it because it's a piece that you pay for. But
it's a big investment.
If they've worked with processed hair when it likes extensions, they know how to cut it and they won't have any issues.
Yeah.
The Aura topper I love because it's a very lightweight piece. It's not hot. It's easy to blend. You can see that I am moving this baby with no issues, and you still get that very realistic part line. Love the Aura.
Yes. Okay. So it looks like we had a question that asked if you could order the amber and the vanilla butter blonde. Not currently, but the top secret is available in the vanilla butter blonde, which is similar to the amber. It's just a little bigger and a higher density. Also, we want you to know that we can customize most anything. So if you see a specific topper you love but not in the right color, email us and we'll look into a customization for you. It's a little bit higher of a price point and they're not eligible for coupons, but it's not outrageous.
Or a return.
Yeah, and it's final sale.
Yeah.
And so that's something to take into account. We want to make sure you know what you want before you purchase.
Yeah, but keep an eye out because I do know that we're working on more colors for amber.
Yeah.
So that we are trying to, we're trying to make it so all of our toppers will at least have some blondes, some browns, and kind of hit all of those people. So just keep an eye out. Okay?
Yeah. Brenna saved her favorite for last.
I know. I love Savannah. Okay, this is Savannah PS2240. Again, it's the truffle brown. This is the length in 16 inch. Savannah is 130% density, and she's a 9x9 cap. So I know that sounds scary. You're going to say, well, why do you love such a large base? I love a large base because I think a lot of people where they have sensitivity is here, and it hurts them to clip it in here. And so a large base makes it so you can clip in lower and you don't have the issue of it hurting. Also, a large base almost sits on your head like a hat. So you're not trying to clip it in hard to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. So it's just a little bit more secure. Savannah does have a lot of hair, so some people will freak out when they get it and think, oh my gosh, this is too much hair. Again, like I've already mentioned, you take it in, you get it customized, you get it debulked and thinned, and they can customize it to you and to what you need. I love Savannah also because she is the Burmese hair again. I get so many people on our consultation calls that just rave about Savannah. They rave about Savannah because they can wash her, let her air dry, plop her on their head, and leave.
Good
they
to
don't
go.
do anything with it. And that's what we want, right? That's why a lot of people are getting toppers for the ease. And
right, because you only wash them every 10 to 15 wears, which means as long as you're not in a super humid climate, you can style it once, curl it, put a spray on it, and you're good for multiple days. I mean, how nice would that be to wake up every day and have your hair
and
done?
you're done.
Yeah. Another cool thing about the Savannah is that it's so large that it covers most bio hair on most people, and so the color doesn't have to be a perfect match or even a really close match, because it conceals it so nicely.
So obviously I haven't clipped it in or anything, but that, like she said, it's an amazing piece because you're not having to, blend it to your hair necessarily. So some people will get the Savannah and actually go inches longer than their bio hair because they're like, I want to have
so
blonde
much
hair.
of it, yeah.
And so obviously I wouldn't do this color,
right? Because
obviously.
she's blonde, super
but if
blonde.
my hair was brown and that was showing through a little, it'd be no problem.
Yep.
Savannah is a silk top. I didn't mention that. So again, she has that beautiful part line. Obviously, I'm going through all silk tops. But again, don't be afraid of getting a larger base. I think a large base is awesome because, one, you don't have to worry about blending the color so much. Another thing is people will have thinning here, and smaller bases just don't cover it. You're never going to worry about the wind blowing and your scalp showing with good old Savannah on it. I promise she's got you covered. And I honestly love when I get to recommend Savannah because I don't get any complaints on Savannah.
Yep.
Don't be afraid of the amount of hair she has. That can be fixed. Another thing that I like people to know when they're kind of figuring out if they want the topper that they ordered once it's arrived, stop focusing on what the hair, like if it's too straight or too long or too thick. Focus on the base. Make sure you like the way the base fits, the way it feels, where it's clipping in. And then once you've decided, yep, I like the base, then we move on to the color. Yes, we did get a question about human hair. All of
them.
Are
Everything we're
human.
talking about today is human hair.
Yeah, so you can curl, you can straighten, you can do whatever you want to them. They can also be dyed darker if they needed to be. We don't recommend to bleach them. We do have a few pieces that you can, but for the most part, stick to just, you can low light them. These pieces are amazing and better than the hair growing out of my head.
Yeah, they are. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, awesome. I'm going to hop into the hair patches, the hairline patches. And this is a relatively new product to the market. And they are amazing. They are game changers for people who have alopecia. They're amazing for people who have a significant receding hairline because these pieces can actually be glued down to your scalp to fill in that area. So I'm going to pull them both down. And these are both the same piece. And so we have, this is the 3/4 inch by 6.25 inch front hairline patch. Now we have the two different fabrics here so that you can see them both and compare them. What Brenna is holding is the full lace hand-tied front hairline. This color is our natural black. This is a virgin hair color, so this color can be bleached or dyed darker. And you can see that the actual fabric is the lace construction. This is a super breathable piece. The hairs are hand tied into it, so it has a nice, beautiful lift. And these are both Burmese hair. So we mentioned earlier we were gonna show you guys the difference between straightening it and letting it air dry.
I wish it was the right color.
And so the piece that Brenna has, this is what it looks like when it's been straightened.
This is straight out of the box.
Yeah, this one we straightened a little bit more than this one. This beauty is the Burmese hair when it air dries. And so when we took this out last night, we got it soaking wet, combed through it gently, and then I scrunched it just like this and let it dry overnight.
No product.
And this
no
is
gel,
what
no
we
mousse.
woke up to. Mm-hmm. We were so excited. It's absolutely beautiful. This is what Brenna and I both strive for with our bio hair every day. It's just absolutely beautiful. And so these pieces are the same piece. This is the skin base. So if you look at it here, you can see that it looks like a skin fabric.
Just a little different.
Yep. This obviously will be cut back. You're going to trim this front when you get it, and you figure it out on where it's going to sit on your head.
These pieces can also be trimmed to fit your area. You're just going to part the hair where you're wanting to cut it, clip it back, and then you cut around. So it will not unravel. So you can cut these to fit
wherever you need
everywhere.
to. You, in fact, could cut it directly in half if your area is smaller like
some
this.
Some people will cut it in half and maybe they're losing hair here, but not up here. And so they'll glue it in there.
Yeah, and so they're absolutely amazing. Again, this is the full lace front hairline patch in natural black. The SKU on that is PL2301. This is a 10-inch length and the 110% density. This one is the skin base front hairline patch. This is SKU PS2307. This is the color light brown. It's also 10 inches and 110% density, and they're both made with the Burmese hair. They're absolutely stunning. They're usually attached with a waterproof glue or tape. We sell both on our website. And what you'll do is you'll just either, depending on which one you're going to use, you're going to apply the adhesive, you're going to clean your scalp, you're going to secure it, and you are good to go. Some people are actually able to wear them for up to 4 to 5 weeks at a time without removing them. You can swim in it, you can sweat in it, you can play sports in it. Yes.
Sleep.
Yep.
Yeah,
the
everything.
adhesive is waterproof. You'll know it's time to replace it when you notice that the adhesive or the patch is starting to lift a little bit. And then you're just going to use some kind of either oil or adhesive remover or rubbing alcohol to really break down that adhesive and gently remove the patch. You'll clean the patch, you'll clean your scalp, and you can apply that baby over again.
Yeah, so use just like an oil that will break it down. It's very simple.
Yep.
I've been really impressed with the glue and the wig tape. I strapped some of these onto my husband's forehead because I'm like, I don't believe that this works as well as we're saying, and I wanted to test it, okay? I wanted to test it for you guys. And I did, and I put it on his forehead, and I sat and yanked, and he's like, stop, you're hurting me.
Yeah.
And it stayed.
Yeah, they're amazing. We also have them in like circles. So we have them in 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch circle patches. To figure out which one's gonna be best for you, you're just gonna wanna measure your area. Now, I don't think we mentioned that these should only be applied to bald areas. Do not put these in places where you're working on growth if you're putting any kind of treatment to that area. These are counterproductive. And so if you have like a little bit of hair growth or it's really thin, we recommend shaving the area before application because we want to make sure that that adhesive gets a really good grip.
Yeah. I do also want to mention, we don't have this one, but we do have women that have, you know, significant balding here, and we actually make a large topper that's similar constructed to these. So it's called Jayla, and you can glue her on and sleep with her.
Yep.
You can shower with her, and yeah, I have lots of women that use that as well. So there are also options for customization as well. So please don't feel like if you see something on our website or you don't see something that will work for you, talk to Bethany.
Yeah.
Okay. Send an email
Reach
to
out.
customer service. We have resources to pretty much do whatever you need.
Yeah. These patches can even be customized in 6" by 4" or 3.5" by 2 inches.
Different colors.
We can
forget about that.
customize them in really whatever size or pattern matches your specific hair loss. And so we're happy to help you guys find whatever it is that you need to solve your hair loss dilemma. So we're eager to help in any way that we can. All right, wigs.
Wig time.
We are going to talk about our wigs, some of our best sellers and also some of our newbies.
Yes, so this is a staple.
I wonder if anybody knows what this is by looking at the color and the length. Anyone who's familiar with our wigs can maybe tell by the color.
Comment if you know what it is. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, but I want to know if people know.
Yeah.
So this is our Charlotte wig. She's a staple. You've seen her on many of our influencers, many of our videos. I mean, look at that length. Look at the color. Her SKU is CL1902. The color is Champagne Luxe. I love this beautiful color. It's a rooted piece.
Stunning.
I love it. It looks kind of similar to what you got going on, girl.
Only better.
She is 20 inches in length and 150% density.
And I mean, honestly, the longer the hair, usually the more it tangles, but look at how stunning this is.
No.
It is absolutely beautiful.
This is like pretty much, I mean, we've curled it a little. We kind of gave it a little wave at the end, but yeah. It's an amazing piece. So she is a lace front, lace top. So I'm going to just turn her inside out. So this is the lace. You can see this is lace front ear to ear. So if you want to be able to pull her up into a bun, you can. You just kind of secure her down with some wig glue or, you know, hairspray. That lace top goes back really far, so you have complete freedom to free part, to pull up into a top bun. Like there is just endless styles that you can do with a lace front, lace top. She has, let's see, 3 combs. So she's got 2 combs on each side, or 1 comb on each side, a comb in the back. She's got the adjustable straps, of course. And she is 25% off right now.
Yep. She's also available in a 21-inch cap and a 22-inch cap. Did you already say that?
No, but thank you.
Yes. So she's on our website in both of those different cap colors. And so this is color 601R Champagne Luxe. And you can see why.
And again, she has the adjustable straps. So just
at the nape of the neck.
And kind of figure out where you're at. We do have the 2 sizes. But you can always tighten it if it's a little too small or things like that.
And anything that has that lace top right here where it has this wider lace area is going to be a little bit more flexible on sizing. And so, you know, if you're in the middle there, consult with us. Let us know what your measurements are. And we'd be happy to advise you on which one we think would be the best fit for you.
Yeah, but she's like such a thin cap, like so breathable and comfortable, so soft, stretchy. Like it's not going to feel uncomfortable at all.
All around, very high-end, beautiful piece.
Yeah, lace, obviously, you got to glue it down when it's ear to ear like this, but so comfortable, and you're going to be able to have so much flexibility with different styles, which is amazing.
And you know, the thing about gluing down the lace front, same thing with cutting the lace front. The first time you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. I'm so nervous. There are a million tutorials on our YouTube that will show you exactly how to do it. And you'll find that you pick it up in no time. It's quite simple. A lot of women even use a water-soluble hair gel so that you simply get a Q-tip wet, loosen it, good to go.
Yeah, and don't be afraid when we say glue, because it's not really glue.
No.
You can use wig glue, obviously, but most people will use like that.
Got to.
Something in my throat. Oh. Yeah, that got to be glue or hairspray.
Yeah.
Can you talk for a second? I need a
Yeah,
drink.
yeah, absolutely. And so, yes, with the lace front, you can actually buy it at a drugstore. It's in a yellow, either spray bottle or tube, and it's called Got to Be Glued.
Yep, just spray it down.
Yep.
Hold that down while it dries. Let it get a little tacky and then stick it on.
Yep.
And then at the end of the day, use a warm washcloth, kind of dab at it, or
Yep.
use a Q-tip, and it comes off super easy. So it's not glue. People freak out.
Right, you're like,
it's not.
yeah, water soluble. It's safe for on hair. So if you have a little bit of bio hair where you're gluing it down, no big deal. It's safe.
Yep. Okay, this is Pearl. This is one of our medical grade capped wigs. I love Pearl. She is HL2302. She is natural black. We have a few different colors in this one, and we'll kind of go over our different ones, but the one that I have right here is Pearl. She's 16 inches in length, 130% density, and her cap is 21.5 inches.
Can I introduce Janessa while you have her up
totally.
there? It's the same
Same
one.
exact, yeah, we should have planned on that.
Yeah, that's okay.
So this is, again, these are the same caps, it's just different color. So
Yep.
I'm going to kind of show you the cap, and you can keep that one right side out, and then show the color.
Okay. So this is also the 100% hand-tied medical grade cap. It is literally the exact same thing as the Pearl, but it's made in this beautiful tiramisu brown. This is a new piece that we've just introduced probably in the last month.
Yeah, just recently.
That's because the Pearl is such a great seller because it is, again, great price point for such a high quality piece.
So she is a silk top, and then fully hand tied. She has all the silicone panels, so medical grade, and she's just so comfy. Everything's so soft. You don't need to use any glue because you have all this silicone in here, but then all this material around here is so soft and breathable and thin, and everything in here is hand tied.
Yeah, it's
so
absolutely
pretty.
beautiful. Beautiful natural looking scalp. This tiny bit of a lace front.
Yep, it's got a lace front, and
yep,
it
that you'll
is ear
trim back.
to ear. So
Yep.
it's lace front, ear to ear. And yeah, and look at that part line.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So these are the color differences. Tiramisu brown, natural black. Absolutely beautiful, very comfortable. And it's called a medical grade cap. That does not mean that you have to be entirely bald or that you have a medical condition. Anybody can wear these. It just means they're super comfortable. So if you are bald, it will not agitate your scalp, right? Would
No,
you agree?
not at all. Yeah, okay. No, not at all. Also, I do want to remind everyone, and I think we forgot to mention this when we got on Facebook, we have 3 gifts that we're giving away. All you have to do is comment your email address. You do have to have a UniWigs account, so if you don't have that, get on and create one, and we will pick 3 winners at the end and send you these 3 gifts. They're pretty fun gifts. And then also, if you make an order, put in the comments live, and you can earn 500 loyalty points for
which will be a $5 discount on your next order. And Kelsey, I see your comment, it looks like on Facebook, about purchasing maybe the wrong color. Send us an email real quick with your order number. If we haven't shipped it yet, we can look at making an exchange or talking about a customization. So send us an email if it hasn't sold, if it hasn't shipped, we'll do whatever we can to help you get the right piece. Perfect. All right, perfect. So I'll hang the Pearl and the Janessa.
Yeah. And then we have Jade.
Yeah, right here, brand new.
One of our new ones.
Whoa. Oh, you have the tag. You're good.
This one does have a different cap. Okay, so this is Jade. She is HL2314. This is in the natural black. I'm going to show you before. So this is in the natural black, 16 inches in length. She's a lower density piece. She's 110% and a 21.5-inch cap. She is a top comfort cap, size small, medium. So perfect for our smaller headed beauties. So comfortable. I need you to feel this because I wish they could feel it.
So comfortable.
So she's got some of the silicone tabs in the back here. No clips or combs, so she's great for someone with a sensitive scalp. She's extremely soft in here, very comfortable. And then she is a lace front, not ear to ear. So remember that, it's lace front here. And yeah, I love this
Also
one.
great price point on the Jade. I believe it's one that is very affordable.
Yeah, and she's got metal tabs in here so you can kind of bend it in so it doesn't come out when you like tuck your hair behind your ear. She is a great piece and she's newer, and I love the density. I mean, feel that.
Right.
This is very natural density to me.
It is. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, me and Bethany have thinner hair, so for us it's like,
that's way more hair than either of us.
And I would love it, but it wouldn't feel like oh my gosh,
overwhelming or
like
really
it just,
heavy.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, just like our toppers, I also talk to people about this with our wigs. They can be thinned and they can be cut and they can be customized to you. So don't feel like it has to stay exactly how you bought it. It's supposed to be customized. So do that.
Yep. We had a person come to our live who bought this absolutely beautiful 16, 18-inch wig, went in with our stylist, and Bob chopped it. And we were all dying because we're like, that's like $800 worth of hair.
But she had no problem.
And it was absolutely stunning.
So beautiful.
It was stunning. And so,
to see her, like, she came in feeling a little defeated, hoping that she could find something, obviously. Yeah. But when she left, she was just beaming.
On cloud 9.
I was like tearing up watching her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to sound corny, but she was so sweet. And it was her birthday. I thought it was just like so fun.
And so the point is, make it your own. Don't feel like you're stuck with the shape or the length of what you purchase. Once you own it, own it. Make it yours. Make it fit what you want it to look like.
Okay, so this is our Della. She is on clearance, so you can snag her. Not because she's not beautiful, because look at her. She is beautiful. But what I want to focus on with this piece is actually what we've done is an add-on. Do you think you could hold that for me?
Yeah.
Like that? So this is our, sorry, I have something in my throat all the time. This is our Wig Band. For $30, this can be added to any wig, so it's an add-on service. Again, any add-on services like this does make it a custom order, so just make sure that, you know, we have people that have ordered millions of perfections. They obviously are obsessed and love them, but maybe they want to add these. They know the product really well. They know they're not going to want to return it. Add this to it. It's amazing. So what it does is it eliminates the need for a wig grip. It has this silicone lining.
Yep,
so
and you can see here we've sewn in these panels to attach it, and that's why it becomes final sale. It's a $30 service. It can be done to any of our wigs. And you'll find that it adds both comfort and security so that the wig feels tighter and more secure, you know, which is important. Some women, it's really, they move around a lot, they jump around, they dance, they work out, whatever. This is something that will really help make it feel more secure.
Yeah.
We gotta go, it's 7:52. We gotta move.
No, you're good. Okay, so then it hooks in right here. You see that? And it's adjustable, so you can figure out what size you want. Get the silicone on the right way. I twisted it. When you're putting it on inside out, it kind of like confused me. So the silicone needs to obviously go on your head, but it makes it so you don't need glue. You don't need a wig grip. We have an amazing video on our UniWigs human hair account of Melissa, and she shows her wearing this wig. It's a little too big for her without the wig band. And she flips her head and it goes flying. And then she hooks this bad boy on, flips her head, and it stays.
Yep.
And so someone that loves a wig grip might actually love to have something like this that's already attached in. So again, that's $30 if you want to add that to your wig. You can also just buy the wig band if you want to like add it yourself. So that is another option to kind of get around that final sell. You could just add that to your sell but not have it sewn in, and then you could sew it in yourself. So
yeah. Perfect.
So different options.
So that was the Della that we showed you. Again, that one's on clearance, so it's not eligible for the coupon sale, but it is already marked down. So it looks like we had a question that said, which one is this? The one that we just put back was the Della. The SKU is LS8973.
And it's
absolutely
on clearance,
beautiful.
So go get her.
It doesn't have the wig grip sewn in. That's an additional feature, but we really wanted to show you what that looked like. All right, we've got 2 more wigs to cover with you, and then we'll announce our winners. So what I have here is the Zara. This is SKU LS1901. This color is T1B246 chocolate brown, and it is cut in a layered bob. And so for some people, this is a piece that you can pull out of the box and be ready to wear depending on what your desired style is. But it comes pre-cut and pre-styled.
At its longest length, it's 11 inches.
Yep,
so there's a few
piece.
different lengths in there, but that's the longest.
You can see that it's slightly rooted, but not dramatic. I think people get a little bit intimidated when they hear that there's a rooted look. But as you can see, it's just a little bit darker, which looks very natural. Let's see, this is a monotop with a lace front. So if I were to flip it inside out, you can see that here, this is the monofilament hand-tied area, and then it has the lace front here on top. This has the adjusters at the nape of the neck, so that size-wise you can adjust it. It comes in the 22-inch cap, and it's our standard 130% density. And again, this is the Zara. It's a brunette balayage Remy human hair monotop lace front wig.
We love a short wig. They're so fun.
Yes.
So sassy and cute and perfect for hot weather.
Yeah.
And perfect.
For just feel kind of natural, especially if you're not really accustomed to long hair.
And that's a great piece too if you are wanting to be short anyways, and then you don't have to cut off as much hair.
Yeah.
So you can even, do a cute little A-line, cut it shorter.
All right, and this is the last piece we're going to talk to you guys about tonight. This is our Mystique. This is a relatively new piece, and it's one of the first European hair wigs that we have introduced lately. This is SKU HL2311. This is color 271, which is European naturally brown. This wig is 19 inches long and 130% density. The cap is 21.5 inches, but it does have the adjusters at the nape to make it tighter. It also has this incredibly comfortable cap.
Hand tight.
Yeah, it's 100% hand tied, meaning no wefting. Also very breathable. And then it's a glueless one with this the silicone and the PU edging. And so very comfortable, fits very securely on your scalp. And it has this lace front, which will allow you to create that very, very natural hairline.
Mm-hmm. So lightweight too.
Yeah.
I wish people could
touch it.
Yeah. I mean, come to our pop-up event.
Yeah, in LA. We'll be there in a couple weeks.
Hang out with us.
Yeah.
But
try them on. This is 25% off through tomorrow night. And again, this is a European hair in a naturally brown color in a 19-inch length. If you love the wig, but it looks a little long, we also offer the Whisper, which is a little bit shorter at 17 inches. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she's absolutely beautiful. So that's the Mystique.
So and so you've heard us talk about different hair types. If you're curious about one and you can't find it in the description for some reason, usually it's in there. You should be able to find it. But if you can't, you can ask us a question. Bethany's on live chat.
Yep.
But there are a few different kinds of hair that we use. So that is, good to know.
All have different benefits. All have different draws. So if you're unsure, talk to us about what your hair texture looks like, what it feels like, and we'll do our best to make a good suggestion.
Okay, well, should we announce the winners?
We should. We should.
Okay, so we got news. We've kind of gone through all of the comments and figured out, we did a random draw and figured out the winners. All three of these are UniWig. They all are UniWigs account holders, obviously. Okay, they're not names, so I'm gonna just spell them out. So our first winner is CRGIRON7@gmail.com. Our second winner is ADVENEZUELA@yahoo.com. And
so that's @Venezuela@yahoo.com.
And then the last one is KMCARMIC@me.com. If you will just send us an email. Well, no, actually, we're just going to email you. We're going to email you. We're going to get your address. And, actually, you probably already have it.
Yeah, we'll confirm you want it shipped to the address on file.
Yeah, we'll confirm everything. And we're going to get you this shipped. It's going to come directly from me. So I'll, send some good vibes in there.
Yeah.
But
awesome. Again, hop on the website, check out our kickoff anniversary sale. It ends tomorrow night. It is just about as good of a sale as we've ever had. 25% off human hair products.
The closest is Black Friday. So,
and I want to say 22% usually. So it's a big one. We're glad you're here. We're glad to those of you who have been with us. I wonder if any of you have been with us the full 11 years. I'd love to know that.
Yeah, longer than us, huh?
Yeah, send us an email if you were making purchases from us back in 2012. Would have been the opening year. We'd love to know that.
It's been fun. And we're really excited.
We're glad you're here.
I love when people ask, I've never heard of UniWigs. How long have you been in business? I'm like, we've been around, girl.
We have been around.
We know what we're doing, and we're an established company. We have great practices, and we have great employees, and we're 99% women ran, which I love, and we love it here. So thanks so much for joining us, hanging out with us on this, what is it, Wednesday Wednesday night. And you guys all have a good night, and we'll see you probably Black Friday.
Yeah, something like that. Sounds great.
Okay,
thanks for joining us. Have a good one.
All right, bear with me as I hit end on every single device.
So we'll just smile.
Hi.